everybody, welcome. Man, I really enjoy doing these streams with the guests and whatnot. I love Magical Mondays. Magical Monday is always fun, but being able to be here at the streams is super cool. I'm excited to get back into a game that we played with Kate Katawaki a while back. So it's Golf with Your Friends. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Today, I am once again in my May the Force Be With You mug. I'm drinking my Portland breakfast blend and with regular grocery store honey, like a peasant. Regular basic honey. Ugh. But more than anything, as excited I am about this tea, I am even more excited to introduce you to Stephen Searles from The Point Church
in Federal Way, Washington. Stephen, I just hit the guest chat button and nobody's here. Wasabi Jane, peasant. I know, right? Hey, Wasabi Jane, you can hear us. I know you can't see us, though. I'm so sorry. I'm going to fix that right now. You can say hi, though, Stephen. They can hear you.
Oh, hey, guys. Hey, how's it going? Man, I'm super pumped to be here, whether they can see us or not.
I know. I did a dumb thing, and number one, well, what the heck? Why can't they see me? Okay, hold on here. Wasabi Jane, yo! I promise you I'm going to fix this here. I forgot to change this over from when we were podcasting to 4, 3, 2, 1. There's Steven. Hey, there's the guy right there. Hello and welcome. Let me get me on here in just a second. While I'm getting myself on the screen here, Steven, why don't you tell us all a little bit about yourself and your church?
Yeah, man. So, my name is Stephen Searles. My daughter is here next to me. My wife is coming home from a meeting, running a little bit late, looks like. She'll be walking in the door right behind me here soon. But, we moved to the Washington State, Seattle area specifically, about 3 years ago now, to plant a church, to start a church. We were with an awesome church just south of Houston, and they had a vision to plant a church up here in the Pacific Northwest and had been involved in church plants and church planting here in the area. So I, about probably 7-8 years ago now, said, hey, I think that's what I'm going to do. And worked really hard, took some internships and did some residencies and did all these things to get ready to come up here. Then we embedded with a church in Seattle for 2 years, a church called The Hallows. They have locations in the Wallingford neighborhood, West Seattle, and then Edmonds, just north of the city. And for 2 years we served and figured out what it looked like to come back to church post-pandemic. And then right about the time that Washington finally actually opened, we moved to Federal Way. We got the chance to do what's called a replant. There's a church that was planted here in 1955. It was called the First Baptist Church of Federal Way. And they had been meeting in the same location. There's actually some people that were children when the church was planted, still attending the church. Unfortunately, that if you can do math, that means that they were later on in their life.
Not young.
And not young, not vibrant, having kids,
right.
Doing all those things that grow churches. So, unfortunately they lost their way probably 20, 25 years ago, and just kind of dwindled as people quite literally died off. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way life goes. And so they knew that they needed something. They said, hey, we've faithfully invested in this church for 70 years, and we don't want to see it go away. So they worked with the Northwest Baptist Convention, who brought me in, and we met and said, hey, what can we figure out? How can we figure out how to save what is one of the oldest churches, one of the oldest really still functioning churches in the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah.
And so, man, we came down. We remodeled the building by some gracious gifts from our sending church. And we got one of the buildings remodeled. There's 3 buildings out there. Churches just have a lot of stuff, so we also had to throw away, tons of stuff. And you can't, you live in Portland, so you can't just throw away stuff.
Yeah,
it's not easy. It's not cheap. So it costs us thousands of dollars to kind of get rid of a lot of what
throw stuff away. For real.
Yes, it's wild, dude.
Yeah.
And so I think at one point we did like we paid someone to come pick up recyclables because they were like old electronics and stuff like that. They wouldn't that you couldn't throw away.
Right.
They wouldn't let you throw them away, and so like I literally had to pay a service to come get it, like a refrigerator and all
Yeah.
these things. Like it was
I'll
ridiculous.
say it's,
But anyway,
it's insane. It is. I'm not mad at that because it does mean that, you know, we're being clean and we're not, you know, throwing batteries in a landfill or whatever. I'm not mad at that,
Oh.
but also make it easier, man. If you want us to be clean, if you want us
Yeah.
to be eco-friendly, make it easy for us to be clean and eco-friendly. So yeah, no, I get it, man.
like I'm all about like that's why we didn't just throw stuff away, right? Like we didn't
Right.
just like say like, oh, if we bury it in the dumpster, nobody will know. But it was rough, man. So
Man.
so yeah, we did that for like 8 months, and then January 15th we launched, and we launched with like 10 people.
So hold on,
and
wait, like
God's just
January
been
15th,
kinda,
as in 3 months ago, January 15th?
as in 3 months ago, man. Like
Dang,
we
you're
are
younger
like
than we are. That's
brand new.
bonkers. Everybody's always like
Yeah,
shocked when I
dude.
tell them we're like 6 months old, Save Point Ministries. You know, we started in November of last year. But you guys, you're even younger than we are. That's super cool, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love that we at Save Point get to be a part of like you getting your name out there and stuff. So this is awesome. I'm really
Yeah,
happy about
dude.
this, my dude.
It's huge for us, man. Like we actually connected with Bubba from Love Thy Nerd,
Yeah.
which is actually where I found you guys. Bubba and I go back like decades. My band played at the church that he used to work for in Marble Falls, and when we were planting this church, like way like years ago when we were thinking about it, I was like, hey man, how do we make a nerd friendly church? Like what can we do to like love nerd culture really well? And so him and I talked through things, and so like to see like the evolution of that to now meeting with you, and like you said you had Kate on, before, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah, for real, Wasabi Jane. Bubba knows everybody. It's funny because as I network, in this world of nerd culture ministry, I will meet all kinds of people, and then like just by chance, I'll come full circle, and they'll be like, "And there's this guy. I don't know if you've ever heard of Love Thy Nerd and Bubba Stallcup. Well, he and I have been friends," and I'm like, "My dude, like." So, or there was a guy that I met just because we are both in like similar circles because we're both in Oregon, and he and I met, and then he wanted to like get a group of guys together that were nerd culture missions, and like we're gonna start a meeting, and we started this meeting up, and all these screens popped up, and there was Bubba in the corner, and I'm like, oh, yep, that makes sense, like that dude's everywhere. Well, hey man, I'm super happy you're here. I'm super happy that we're getting to do this. The Point, that one more time, chat. That is the Point Church at Federal Way in Federal Way, Washington. I love this idea of a church replant. Church plants are great, but when there's already so many churches out there, adding more almost kind of just, diluting is not the right word, but people like to church jump, I guess is a better way. It gives people more options to church jump, but when you replant, when you go to a church that is already established, you can just let people know, hey, this thing that you've known has been here for decades is getting a refresh, is being rebirthed, and we would love for you to be a part of that. That's super cool. I love that idea. That's great. Well, hey, so Steven.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was Steve. I was Steve in high school because I thought it made me sound older, and then I got old, and I was like, oh, maybe I want the younger name. But
for me, I'm Steve. If things are serious, I'm Steven, and if I'm in trouble,
Ooh.
I'm Esteban. That's when my mom's yelling at me. Oh yeah,
yeah,
Esteban.
yep.
So hey, Steven, do you want to play some golf with your friends?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Let's make this happen.
I got it. I downloaded it last night, and because I was like, I need to play. Like, I can't embarrass myself. I've got to be at least able to play it. And I am not good, so I'm going to embarrass myself.
No, I am certain. I have this theory that nobody is good at this game. that like it is impossible to be legitimate. That's not true. There's got to be people out there who can speed run this stuff, but like
Somebody,
this
man.
game is so bonkers and it seems so inconsistent and it's actively trying to like trip you up and whatnot. I love it. I haven't played it since I played with Kate. I literally turned it on 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, and played like through 2 or 3 holes just to refresh my memory on how to play here. But all right, hey, so you should be able just to go to online, and then like all the way to the right, there's a join option. And I selected friends only, so you should be able to like mine should just pop up there.
Let's see. Well, it's giving me all the. Oh, I have to set up my online setup. Let's see. I don't play on Switch. I don't play online on the Switch very often. So
the only time I do is when I have guests. Most of my online gaming happens via the PC, but this game is one that I would change that for, because I don't know if you can get like 5 or 6 people. I think you can, but if we just get a handful of people to play, and you know, just to get in here and have a good time and just be ridiculous and random, it would be super fun.
Dude, it would be a ton of fun.
This game is party game central for me. This is 100% a party game for me. I love it.
Oh yeah. Okay, where I don't want all. I want what passworded. Why won't you show me friends?
So are you in the game?
Yes, yeah. I'm in looking at session browser, and
here I'm actually going to close mine. We're going to see if I can help do anything. Oh yeah, browse is the only option here. So that's not. Is that what we want? Is browse? How did we do this? Hey chat, how did I do this before with Kate? I don't remember. I wonder maybe if I can invite you to a game. We're gonna see here.
Yeah, see if we can do that. Let's see.
Friend list.
No, that's not what.
No. It just says friends online. Host.
See.
Session setup.
Oh, hold up! I've got join. Wait a second. I might have. Oh well, you don't have a.
Yeah, but it's okay because I found invite only, so I'm gonna see if I can invite you now.
Nice.
Okay, so how do I invite you now?
So I think
I lied.
in that
I'm just doing friends only. I'm doing friends only. Now see if you can find that join.
All right, let's see.
You should have a lobby here for you now.
Here. Join. Got it.
Yes. Yeah, there it is. We did it. I'm proud of us. Success.
Right.
Let's do a golf here. Oh, let's find out what course do we want to play. We're gonna pick. I'm gonna give you options of one that I have not done yet. There's Oasis, The Escapists, and Twilight. Which one do you want to do?
Twilight. That sounds great. I love vampires.
Yeah, you're in Washington right now, right? You're in Twilight Town. So
right. Yes. So I didn't realize until I moved here how inland Seattle actually is. So like I know like intellectually I know what a sound is, but I didn't think about that. Like I always thought like Seattle was like on the water, but it is. It's on the sound. But like there's like 100 miles of land until you get to the ocean, and that's actually where Forks is, like way out there. Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like I'm up here.
No, I'm up. I'm trying to. Or no, maybe we go. I think we go at the same time. Actually, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think we do. Actually, yeah. Okay. All right.
I've forgotten about that.
All
right, here we go.
Was oh man.
Just a little list. Don't. Ah, too much.
You went way down.
I did it too much. We're okay. I like the little grid on there. Oh, nice shot.
On.
That was close, man. You were robbed.
I was. I feel it. I feel robbed.
The chaos of going at the same time is so fun. Simmer. Ooh, that was going so fast.
Oh goodness. It definitely adds like a competitive nature to it. It feels like
because you're also kind of racing.
Yes.
I can't believe that just happened. I did the same thing.
What? Man?
Now, when we were chatting before, you told me you're kind of a competitive guy.
Yes.
I love it.
I hate losing. Like I I will so my wife actually tonight we have to play a board game. I don't remember what she calls it, the bird game. I don't remember what it's called, but some
Wingspan?
game with birds. Wingspan, yes. She loves Wingspan. Her and
It's
her
a good
family
game.
love this game. I loathe it mainly because I can't win. I don't understand the game enough, win, and so we for Valentine's Day maybe she bought us this deck of cards where you basically can it has little relationship things you have to give a back rub for 30 minutes or you have to do something with your partner that that they normally don't want to do or whatever. My word, I'm bad at this game. And her first one that she used is that you have to play a game that I don't like playing, and she picked Wingspan, and so tonight she's cashing in, and I'm like, okay, well, all right, line it up. Oh, stop moving! All right,
It goes so far. You can go under the thing if you want instead of trying to go up and over.
Oh,
I'm just
I
noticing
didn't know
that right
that. Well,
now.
that. Okay, well,
I wish I would have known that
that's definitely
before.
where I'm going it. Right, let's go right there.
Nice.
Settle in. There it is. 5
Well
strokes.
done.
Okay.
That was a heck of a
All
shot.
right.
Uh,
Here we go.
my wife would be in your situation in this one where she is not much of a gamer. She does not like gaming, board gaming or video gaming. But
Okay.
there are just a few things here and there that she will get really, really into. And one of those things is the unlock games. Have you ever seen the unlock games?
I don't think so.
They're basically escape rooms on cards. Like a deck of cards, and it makes an escape room. And yes, par. And there's a bunch of puzzles on them, and the cards themselves have to be used. You put them together to create, pictures and things like that. And they're really high concept. I'm gonna say a lot of times you really have to think out of the box, and she is good at that. Oh, I almost drained that.
I saw that. Oh man.
The funny thing is I am not competitive. I'm just whatever. Hey, is everybody having fun? I'm that dad, the one that's yeah, but is everybody having fun,
Yeah. No, I'm the one who was hey, it's not fun to lose, so I can't have
You know what's the most fun?
winning and not being terrible at this game. That's what the most fun is. My word.
Hey, Chad, if Steven quits this game partway through, this is why. He's,
This is it, right? Oh my goodness gracious. I should have played this game way more. Now I'm going to way overhit it. It's going to happen.
You gotta thread the needle so hard.
What is happening?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing towards you.
Toward me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
More power, man. More power.
Yeah, but last time I did more power, it sent it. Okay, come on.
Yes.
7 strokes. 4 over. All right. I am now down 3 full holes. All right. I got this. This is just set up for a comeback.
This nonsense. All right, I'm just gonna crank that soldier boy. Ready? Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, he says.
Nope.
Following your example and
no.
not just cranking it. Did
Yep.
I seriously? No! Oh, man, that's terrible. There is another hole down there, just so you know.
Yes. I just
discovered that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, not there.
There.
That's not the ball spot.
Okay, I got over. Yep, all right. Let's see. Okay, all right. Well, go. I got this. Got it. Got
come
it.
on.
Oh, was that possible? We can do this.
Okay.
We can do this.
Hit that. There we go. All right, we're safe. So,
Faith over fear.
I
Faith
see.
over fear.
You have to ride the edge.
Oh!
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm noticing what's going on here. That's terrible. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Don't fall. There we go. Everything is fine now. I'm just going like gentle tapping here. No, no, no. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine now.
Oh! Come
Yes!
on. I tried to
7 strokes! Wasabi Jane,
okay,
I was going to
alright.
say the most fun is both of you crashing and burning horribly. 100%, yes. Again,
Yep,
that is what I
yep,
love
yep.
about this game. I'm certain nobody is good at it. At least no normal person.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. What just happened?
It was in the cup! What happened?
10 strokes. Oh my gosh.
You got robbed again, man. You got robbed again. I'm on your side there.
Sparrow, don't watch this. Don't watch this. This will change your opinion of your dad.
Okay, by the way, if you hit the Y button, you can get a camera, like a free cam that floats around. You can get a better look at the hole.
Oh, nice, nice. I was wondering what that meant. Okay, so it's all the way down here. Okay. I definitely
Alright.
underhit that first shot then. All right.
Let's see.
Uh,
Doing that. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to do. No,
oh,
it was a
well,
terrible
well.
choice though. I did exactly what I wanted to do, and it was a bad idea. It was a calculated decision,
Oh.
but I am terrible at math.
yep. Geometry I had to take twice in high school, so
Woo, part it.
oh, nice.
I'm gonna say I'm not good at this game. This is the best I've ever played this game before. I'm proud of myself right
Well,
now.
that's both encouraging and discouraging that you saved the best for me. So, double bogey. Well, that's better than I've been doing. So,
If it's
I
any
played last
consolation,
night, whatever.
when I played with Kate Katawaki, she would get so many that the hole would just be like, okay, hole over, you're done. Like, here's 14 strokes and we're done. Go ahead.
Yep. There's a stroke limit. Okay, now that's good. That's good. You know,
All right.
I played last night and I think I finished like 2 over par. Like I felt really good. I was like, oh, I can definitely do this. That's wrong. I cannot definitely do this. So, all right, let's see. Stop ball. You gotta stop. All right.
Oh, and then
happening.
I think A button is jump. Like while you're moving, you can hit the A button and you'll like jump while you're going. And so sometimes you can like
Yes,
hop
I've
over things and whatnot. Oh, this
Never
is one
been
of
able
those
to
holes.
actually. Oh goodness! So you have to like.
If you can keep it directly on that center line and you max power it, I bet you can hole in one. And I'm gonna try and do it.
Do it. All right. Here we go.
Okay, fine aim.
Oh, yes, I got it. I
Did
think I
you
got it.
seriously, you legend?
Did I
All
not?
right,
Did it stop?
here we go.
It stopped. I know I'm gonna be 2. That's a bummer.
Oh, not me. I bricked it. I bricked it hardcore. Oh no! Oh, I'm in
Got
the
an
rough.
eagle.
You got an
Oh, no.
eagle?
Yeah.
King, I love it. That's incredible. How did you even get up there?
And I just hit the crap out of the ball, and it just went, and then went up that little
Okay,
ramp.
yeah, I
thing.
see. This is
Then-
okay. This is like a straight up ramp, like literally a straight up ramp.
Yep. Yes.
There
Yep.
it is.
Oh,
Cool.
Did you go over?
Cool. No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
That's too much. We got to get somewhere right in the middle, right there. Yes, at
Yes.
least I got the par. You got an eagle. Nice work.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm only 12 strokes behind you.
Going for the targets. Cranked it.
Oh, all right.
Jump,
Well,
jump.
here we go.
Oh, dang it. Not that. Hey, Steven, don't do what I just did.
Don't do that. Okay, well.
What did I just say?
It was- What happened? Okay, all right. So
Okay,
where is
trying something
where
else.
are you supposed to-
Nope, not that. That was a terrible choice.
Nope. Yeah, that's what I did. That goes right into a stream there. So I
Yep.
think you've got to go here. Okay, all right.
I jumped off the
All
course
right. Okay.
like a doofus. Okay,
Around.
I'm gonna play
Get
smart
around
now.
here.
I suppose I'll play like a wise golfer.
Oh, nope, that's not where. That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, where is the actual hole? It's over here. Okay, all right. I think
right.
I know where. I think I know where I'm going. All right.
Little layup.
Here we go. All right.
Oh, not that.
Now I'm in
Is
the
that
right.
even the same hole? I think I'm hitting to another hole over here.
Well, that's the hole I'm going for too. So we'll see. Oh my word. Okay, nope, went too far. All right.
No,
All right. Okay.
I don't even
All
know
right.
where. Maybe it is that other hole down there.
Yep, got it. There it is. It's right off that same ramp that we were just going toward. You just have to. Oh goodness gracious! All right.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Man, that is
Five
a
over
weird,
par.
weird place for that.
Yes. And you just have to sit there.
I see it
and
over there.
then,
Okay.
like,
I see it over there.
just kind of lay it over.
Yep. There we go.
That-
Oh, ran out of
did hit
time.
every
No.
one of those. No!
14
Hey, I
strokes.
can
There it
hit up
is.
some strokes.
That's what I was talking
Yes,
about.
there it is.
Coming back.
That's what I
You're gonna
needed.
come back, man.
That's
This is the comeback. I believe
What
in
I
you.
needed.
That was a terrible, terrible choice. All right, we need to give that some real
Oh,
power.
oh,
Come on, come on.
Where did I go? Go,
Oh,
go.
let me up.
Jump.
Okay,
Jump.
I don't know where
Jump.
I am,
Come
but I'm on the
come
course right
come on,
now.
come on.
Yes,
Me
yes.
too.
You're almost there. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Are we
I
even
don't
on the
know how
right
that
hole? Who
happened.
knows? But we made it.
In the game, so that's what's really important.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go here. Nope, not enough. Not nearly enough. Jump. Double jump. Back towards the course. All right. Let's give a little more oomph here. All right.
The entirely accidental getting like down fairway is so much fun in
Yep.
this.
Yeah, you feel extremely accomplished, but you didn't accomplish anything.
Right,
really.
exactly. You feel extremely accomplished and did not earn any of it. Jump
No.
back. I believe in you.
All right. Here we go.
There
now
it is.
I got it.
There
we
it is.
go.
Nice.
Okay, only 3 over par there. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, it's back to a large deficit, but all right. Here we go. Let's see. There's just
oh, we just got to
holes.
pick a hole.
What-
Just pick a
what-
hole. All right.
Okay. Just all right. Well.
All
this
right.
doesn't seem
Let's.
fun. All right. Here we go. It's all,
right.
a crapshoot.
So it's down, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it's all just gonna be
Yep.
luck.
Oh. Okay,
I'm going
yep,
for this
well,
one, chat.
Go. Okay. Well, I'm not hitting any more holes. I'm
I know.
literally just going down one
One
level
at a time.
This is a jip. Like I don't. No.
Come on. Same. Each level is another stroke. You got to just pick the right hole, I guess.
Yeah.
not
I
it.
mean. Okay. All right. There we go. Well, I picked the other one and fell off of the course. So you picked the right one the first time. All right.
Woo. Okay.
I
Simmer.
I see you reading that green.
Yeah.
All right. Coming back. There we go. Oh, get in there.
Get
in
in.
there. Yes.
Nice. You got that toilet bowl. Nice sink. Do you play golf at
All
all?
the way around. I do not. My best friend's grandfather used to own a 3-par golf course,
Oh, yeah.
and we'd go out there and lose lots of balls for a couple hours every week. His grandfather had a lunch something that he needed to do every week, and so we would
Dang it.
be in charge of the golf course, which was a horrible choice by him. So yeah, it was a fun time. We did make a golf instructional video that I'm 100% sure did not give any accurate golf information. Oh, there it is.
Heck
Go.
yeah.
What?
Oh, you got
Oh.
robbed again, my dude.
Come on, baby. These programmers, they don't like gamers, actually.
It's their fault.
Yes.
Blame the game. When all
These
else
are the guys
fails,
that-
blame the game.
Viewers are definitely made by the guys who got picked last, even for like mini golf, and they were like, "All right, I'm gonna show you
All right.
all the way through." There we go.
Did
All
you
right.
really?
Okay.
I'm taking the
I
ramp
got
option.
yeah, I got all the way.
Whoosh. There we go.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet. All right.
Let's see if I
There,
can get
nice
this
and
bank
easy
shot.
setup shot. Let's see. There is a
Bang.
horn or a root
No,
in my
slow
way, I
down.
think.
How is that even
Yes.
physics?
Well, everything's a hill, and you just can't tell. Everything is like, oh, you're actually going this way. Oh no, you're going that way. Everything's a hill,
There's always a slope.
and
That's the motto of this
Yes,
game.
I mean,
There's always a slope.
it's always a slope, and it's never in your favor. May the slopes be never in your favor.
May the
Okay, all right,
slopes
well,
be
okay.
never in your favor. Oh man, I love that
Well, I
movie.
feel like that.
Oh well.
I read those books, man, and like absolutely loved the Hunger Games books. And then the movies came out, and I know they're good movies, but I fell asleep at the midnight release of like the first one, and so for some reason I've been like, no, I'm never going back. There's literally no reason why. I know they are pretty good films, pretty good adaptations, and I've still been like, nope, I fell asleep in one.
I will not.
That's it. That's the last. Is the dumbest like thing to stake my claim on.
I
You know.
I read the books and enjoyed them, except for with every book I disliked Katniss more. And by the end of it,
Yes.
I was
she's
like-
not great.
yeah, I was like, I'm not a fan of her anymore. Like, I don't want her to succeed anymore. I want her to, like, I was low key hoping that she would get a hero's death, like some sort of redemptive death. Oh, that was a terrible
Yep.
shot.
Okay. Well, where is the hole? I don't even know where the
Down
hole
right,
is.
like way
Okay.
from the first one.
Gotcha there. Okay. All right.
And I think we want to just
trying
look
to-
over the edge here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all
not
right.
not what I
A
just
little
did.
deep,
Dang it.
little-
Definitely not what I just
not
did.
enough. Okay. All right. Not enough. All right. Okay. I wish it like showed me like what did you do last?
Yeah, what was
like,
my
how much
last
power did you
shot?
do
Oh,
last time?
just not enough.
Oh!
Dang it. All right, it's okay.
Running out of time here. Running out of time. There we go. There. Okay, all
right.
right. There.
Now we're
Going
just gonna
down. All
Pop
right.
this. No.
To the left,
Oh, I
little-
almost jumped off that
little
mushroom,
move.
chat. Did you see that? That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Okay, so more power than
Boom.
that. We're going to go ahead and crank this.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
There we go.
All
That was the
right.
right
Here we
play.
go.
Wait,
There it
is
is.
this just leading me back to
Yes.
where I was before?
I think so, dude. I think you're going the wrong way completely.
Oh, no. Okay, this is a ramp up to Icy. 20 seconds. Oh, no. I got this. Huh.
Nope. That was way too much. Okay. All right. Oh.
11, 10.
There it is.
Yes! 9 strokes.
Got it.
7 for you. You're within 5 with 3 holes to play.
Hey,
Five is not an unsurmountable score with 3 holes to play in this game.
Oh, it is a game. It is a game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got, okay, no, that's off the side of the house. Nope, don't want to do that. All right.
Oh, I
it's
see.
Up here.
I see it. All right.
Okay. It's like the game you used to play as a kid, where you tried to throw the ball over the roof to your friends. Like that's what's going on here.
What game is this?
What, did you guys
Where you
never
throw
play
the ball over the roof to your friend?
Yeah, we would stand on either side of the house, and you would try to not hit your upstairs windows. You would throw a football over to your friends. Oh, that's way too much. That's
Get over.
okay,
Come
well,
on.
yeah. No. I can jump. Oh, nope. Oh, did that
I lived
kinda
in
stroke
Arizona,
me?
so everything was a ranch house. Like, it was very rare to have 2-story
yep.
houses. And so to throw
Yep,
over
yep.
your house was actually not that much of a challenge.
Not hard at all.
Yeah.
Well, we had at one
Simmer right
point,
there.
had
Simmer right there.
a pretty big house. There it is. I got it.
No! What was that garbage? Like I actually made it into the gutters, and it spat me
And
out
it spouts you out.
into
Yep. It'll,
the wrong area.
okay. I think you're going to the right one though.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one
I
is-
got
this
this
one's
one.
The right one. There it is.
Whew. Okay, here we go. I'm
Second.
trying for the ricochet here. Here we go. Come on. Oh, that's okay. Farm blog. We went to an Airbnb with a nice golf simulator. We actually hit the ball into the wall, but when we got to the house, it was missing. Oh my gosh. Just like not there, farm blog? That's, I wonder, I mean, fingers crossed, 2 strokes, Steven. I'm rooting for you. Like,
Yeah, man. I appreciate the belief, man. But let's see. You have fallen apart though. It's been
real.
rough.
Okay, oh, I see. So we got actually, it's to our left, really, what we're aiming for.
What? How do you even get there? I don't.
All right. I think I see it.
Wait.
I think
Okay.
it's got to do with the stream. Like it's going to kick
Okay.
you to the left.
Okay.
So it's going to be jumping. Ooh, okay. Okay, I see. All right.
Come on. Get there. There it is. All right, I'm on it. All right, here we go.
I'm underneath
Okay,
the thing,
all
just
right.
like whacking my head against this over and over again. There. Yes. Nice, nice. All right. Let's get some momentum going for this shot.
Oh, stop, ball, stop.
No,
You stupid ball.
Steven. All right.
Stupid ball. There it is. Stay.
Where am I? How am I moving forward? That was weird. It actually like
all right,
moved
all
me
right.
toward the slope somehow. It was hitting in my favor.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. Yes.
Oh,
All
I
right.
launched it. Nope, not
Oh.
that. Not what I just did.
I just saw you fly right past. Oh man.
Farm blog. Yeah, it was worth $15,000, so we made sure to message them and tell them we didn't take it. It was gone before we got there. That sucks,
Yeah,
man.
that's a good call to tell them that. Hey,
Yeah, for
look,
real.
we
This
were
wasn't
here.
us.
We did not take that. That's
Let's
I
see
think
how
we
we're
might
doing.
be even.
One stroke.
Oh no, I'm one stroke back. One stroke going in. All right.
Okay, where's the
Oh.
hole? I'm not gonna go easy on you here. All right.
To the right here.
Yeah. Okay.
let's
So
see.
what do we need to do is
Oh,
we need to jump through the water to the right. I see.
yeah,
So,
and there's flighting
yeah.
mine
things
carts
and stuff around.
around it. Is that what it?
Yeah.
Okay, mine. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. I see
So
it.
it's gonna start with a layup. Looks like.
Yep. Just a little dink here. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Bounce. Keep bouncing. Nope.
There
Oh,
we go.
nope.
Slow.
nope,
Simmer.
nope.
Simmer.
Come on,
Ball.
come
What
on.
are you doing? There we
Come on.
go.
There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm caught. Okay.
'Kay.
All right. Well, that wasn't what
Just a
we
little layup here. We're doing good, chat.
Nope.
A
I am
little
not.
Don't. No. Simmer. This game and how far the ball moves, man.
Dude, oh, come on.
There we go. All right.
There we go. Nope. What in the name of love? Okay, all right. Let me take a different approach. Here.
Get in.
Stop.
Oh! That was a really good shot, and I just kicked my subwoofer under my under my chair. Dang it.
Nice, very nice. Well, you have beaten me on this last hole. It is I don't even. My goodness gracious. Okay. All right, bounce. Nope. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep trying to hitting A a bunch of times to jump.
Christian
I end
Ninja,
up-
thanks for the lurk, man. Glad you're here. Wasabi Jane, am I doing good? Oh, no.
Oh,
That was
buddy.
brutal.
guys.
Guys.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
One stroke game to a 10-stroke game. My word alive.
All right. Hey, man. Will I queue up our next round here, pick a level and everything? Why don't you tell us a little bit about the Point at Federal Way? What kind of church you guys, what kind of worship you got? What can somebody expect when they walk in?
And so we are affiliated with the Southern Baptist Convention through their Send Network, which is their church planting arm. So let me just real quick, as soon as you say Southern Baptist, lots of things pop into people's heads. And anything that you think, anything that you feel, we feel as well. We have chosen to stay with the Southern Baptist Convention because we want to see it changed and reformed. We know that you can't change anything from the outside. You can yell and scream and throw rocks from the outside, but what we saw Jesus do when we knew that the Jewish temple was being used for purposes that it wasn't intended to. He went inside, and yeah, he flipped tables, and yeah, he did all these things, but he changed things from the inside as opposed to staying outside and just yelling at it. And so we're looking to stay. We're part of a very large, actually, group of young young generation pastors who are saying, hey, the crap that's been going on, the cover up of sexual abuse, the racism, all of those things, that it's done.
Yeah.
You guys that have covered it up, you guys that have perpetuated it, you're out. We're done with that. We're going to reclaim what God has done. The reason that we love being part of the Southern Baptist Convention really is because we get to be part of sending about 10,000 missionaries onto the field through the International Mission Board, and then plant somewhere around 1,500 churches a year in North America, in 45 of the least church cities in North America through the North American Mission Board. And a small church like ours that can't give much money, we couldn't support a missionary very much. We could only give a couple $100s. But when we get to pool together with the 40,000 churches of the Southern Baptist Convention, now our money is multiplied, and so we really think that we can see some really good change happen at from a macro level by each individual church saying, hey, we're going to stick in and we're going to see it change. So, but as far, you wouldn't know that we were an SBC church. We don't want to hide that. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
We want people to understand that, but you wouldn't know walking in. We're not singing out of hymnals. We're not we're not doing some of the things that you think of from Baptist churches. And there's nothing Southern about us. I'm not a Southern guy. I did move here from Texas, but I'm not Southern whatsoever. In fact, I hate outside. I've never been hunting. I've never been fishing. I think God did such a good job of inspiring things like air conditioning and electricity
100%.
that I want to honor God through being inside very much. But our worship services really are pretty simple. We sing what you would call contemporary worship, everything from Maverick City to Hillsong to Elevation, and occasionally we'll do some older songs as well that may people that are more familiar with church might know. Occasionally we'll redo kind of a hymn. Because I think some of those words are really beautiful, but the reason we don't do a lot of hymns is mainly because people that don't know Jesus, it doesn't mean anything to them. Those words may impact me because I've known Jesus for years, but they won't. Someone who doesn't know Jesus, why are they speaking in Old English? What's going on? I'm not turning on the radio and hearing that. So, not that hymns are bad. We use them sparingly.
Yeah.
But our entire service is for people that don't know Jesus. From the time that you walk in with coffee and bar tables and couches and everything that we kind of have in our worship space, it's really to make it a space where you can find where you're comfortable. If you want to sit in chairs on the front row, there's chairs on the front row. If you want to sit in a couch on the back row where feel like nobody sees you and you're sipping coffee back there, you can sit there. Our whole goal on Sundays really is to break down barriers. We meet at 5:00 because we know a lot of people, first of all, our age aren't morning people, don't love getting up in the morning and going and doing things. But again, people who don't know Jesus, they don't want to get up in the morning. They don't care about Sunday morning. They also want to watch football. Living here on the West Coast, if you're a sports fan, everything starts super early. So just about the time that church would start, all the games are starting. I'm a big NFL fan. So it was killer for me when I was working, when I first got here and I was working at a church where church started at 10:30. 30 minutes after kickoff, and I'm like, I'm missing every game. So it doesn't interfere with a lot of sports. It doesn't interfere with kids sports and stuff like that. It's more family friendly. But you can expect coming in to hopefully experience our mission. We're a simple church with a simple mission to make people feel seen, heard, and known, so they see, hear, and know Jesus. We think that those three things are the deepest human needs,
That's awesome.
and we think that the gospel meets those needs really, really well. And so, we feel like we want to go out of our way to, when people come in, to get to know their name. We want no one to leave without someone knowing their name. We want them to feel like we see who they are as a person, and then that we hear them. We want to give people a voice. So I'm very aware that voices and representation matter. So like as often as we can, we have my wife or another woman on stage leading a piece of what we're doing, because women need to know that they have a space inside the body of Christ.
Amen.
Our worship leader is Korean American, which is actually the largest people group in Federal Way. And so I want our Korean American friends to know that they are represented. One of the other leaders on our leadership team is Hispanic, and so he Delfino is there. It's visible. We want people to know that whoever they are represented, first of all, in the leadership of in the structure of what we do. Women have voices. The minorities have voices, but also we want them to know that, hey, there's someone that looks like me here. There's someone that understands my shared experience.
Someone you can identify with. Yeah.
And so, yeah, so that's purposeful. Some people, older folks, frown on things like that, but I'm like, hey, even me going into a church, I'm gonna look for someone that identifies with me, someone that's got a nice pair of kicks on, or someone that's got a tattoo or something like that. I'm looking for those things, and so we know that other people are as well. But service is only an hour. Like, we keep it at 60 minutes, 65 minutes. If I talk too long, we want to respect people's time. And people can't, people get bored at an hour and a half,
For
2
real.
hours. So
I agree. Yeah.
Man, we want to get it done. I preach expositionally, which, if you're not familiar with fancy theological terms, that just means that we open the Word of God that we call the Bible, and we go verse by verse, and we look at what the text says to us, not what we want to bring to the text or how we want to, figure out something. We just look at what the Bible says and how it applies to our lives.
Yeah.
And I try to do it in a way with one of my biggest things is no assumed knowledge. So, like, I tell you exactly who wrote the book, what the book's about, where it's located, all those things. And I try to tell the story where we are, so that people just know. I don't want anyone to be sitting there like thinking, oh, I have no idea.
I'm sorry. Just so you know, I started the round with forgetting the fact that we're timed on these holes.
Oh, we're timed. No, we're good. I can multitask.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh, the hole is at the top.
I saw that. That's not the hole. That's a shortcut. We're okay.
Oh, that's a shortcut. Okay. All right. But yeah, man, so Sundays are just an expression really of our church, where we really feel like, and our Sundays are really focused on people that don't know Jesus yet. We really feel strongly that there needs to be a piece of what we do that is easily accessible for them. I don't know how that just happened, but I'm continuing to float. We have small groups on Wednesdays, and that's really where we build community with each other, and where we really dig kind of deep into what we're doing. So I actually say churches on Wednesdays. Sundays is just a time that we can invite our friends to. So
yeah,
little different than a lot of places, but I think it's more biblical. But I'm not gonna tell anybody they're doing something wrong unless they're doing something really wrong. So
I wholeheartedly. Oh my gosh, I Holden won that.
Did you get? Oh
no! You got to be kidding me! I'm right on the edge of it. It did not give it to me.
It is.
I love that mindset, though. Especially, I mean, I was interviewed once by an old friend of mine who was writing a book on golden cattle in the church these days. Like, what are the golden calves of the church these days? And mine was Sunday morning. Like, the idea that Sunday morning is church, and we should prepare for Sunday morning, and Sunday morning is what we are doing for everything, when the reality is that, I mean, that's kind of Save Point's whole theology is community is the church. Like this
Yeah.
is us being together. It's not a building, it's a people group, and our goal as the church should be to further and to help grow said community. And
Yep,
so
yep.
we our goal is to help find people community. But I mean, like kind of like both Wasabi Jane and Farm Blogger are saying right now is we live in an era where schedules are so tight and people pile so much into their lives that it's very difficult oftentimes to find a point where you can be a community, you know?
Yep. Did you just get a hole in one? What?
Hey, thanks for being a guest. We're ending the stream here today. We'll see you guys.
Yep, that's it. That was the end. And yeah, I just underhit it big time. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, this whole idea of community. In fact, I was reading a book called Analog Church, and there's a section in there talking about the Greek word ekklesia, which today we translate that as church. So ekklesia is the Greek word that we translate as church, but it literally means those called out, because somebody would go through these towns and they would shout out, hey everybody, come on out, we're having church. Hey guys, come on, we're you know, Paul's in town, Peter's in town, whomever. Hey everybody, come on out. And they were literally called out of their homes into a community to, you know, to share the gospel with one another and to be a community to one another. And I love that. Like, I think that's so great, this mindset of just having that physical community and being called out into that community. I think we got to crank this.
Yeah, I'm trying to even find. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay.
Is that what we're supposed to
what's
do?
going on.
I don't know, but I did
I think
it.
so, because I think then you go across.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Wild.
That was a wimpy shot. Wimpy shot. All right, here we go. No!
Oh, yeah, same
Okay,
with my wimpy shot. That's not going to do it.
No.
Yeah, Farm Blog. I would go to church more if it was on Saturday or Sunday evening. Hard for me with my work to go on Sunday morning. And that's like, oh, man, no. Maybe this isn't the right thing because I can't make it. Oh, I'm aiming for the wrong hole. 100% going to the wrong place. And now I just ruined it for myself. Right? Is that our hole over there? I don't even know where we're aiming for, my friend.
I think it's to the left of where we started.
Okay. That is okay. I thought it was across from where we started, but now I'm thinking you're right. Yes, I see it here.
And I'm continuing to miss.
I took like 5 shots for the wrong hole.
Oh my
Dang
gosh.
it. Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
This is a 14 stroker, I think. Oh my gosh.
Did you sink that?
The top. Oh, I did not. I did
Oh.
not even a little bit.
That was a frustrated, oh my gosh, not an astonished one.
That's...
Simmer, simmer.
Oh, come on.
4, 3, 2, yes! I barely made that under time.
Jeez.
But yeah,
That was a big
Farm
one.
Blog, you're
That
the one
was-
who lives in
that
our
one-
area, huh? Man, I wish that we just don't have enough members to justify like a Saturday service, and or at least interest to justify a Saturday service. I will let you know, Farm Blog, if you are still interested in visiting our church, we're looking to start small groups sometime soon, and typically those are going to be meeting on weeknights. And man, for real, I personally would just love to hang out with you at some time. Like, I don't know if you do board games. I don't know if you do disc golf. I love me some disc golf, Farm Blog. But I'd love just to connect with you at some point and hang out, my dude. Get up. Nice, nice. All right, I'll take that.
Listen, I got par on this hole.
Did
I
you
literally
really?
have no idea what I did.
You
I have no idea what I
champion.
did. Like, I just hit it hard one time and ended up by the hole. So, what?
I
Well,
got
there
a
you go.
birdie on this hole. What?
What?
What? I didn't even know where I was going.
All right.
Blind shot. I'm just going for it. Hey, that's not the way. Hey, Steven,
Dude.
don't do what I did.
Nope. Wait. Nope. I just did it.
You just did what I did?
Where? Yeah. Wait. What are we?
I have no idea what
No,
we're
no.
doing. I'm going full power. Oh, I wonder if it's trying to take
Okay,
us
so-
over the pyramid.
No, you have to hit
Oh, is it to
one
the
of
left?
those. Okay, I see.
Oh, you're hitting the
Yeah,
pillars.
so
You're
you have
right.
to-
You're hitting the pillars.
you
I
gotta-
see.
Gotta hit the pillars. Let's see. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
Nope, missed
hey,
it.
not
Okay.
that way.
What's that?
Not that way. We both
Nope,
did
Nope,
it bad.
come back. All right. Let's see.
Get in the hole. Oh. All right. We're good. We're good.
Come
We're
on.
going to go with
Nope. No.
that.
I hit right back to myself. Wonderful. Here. Nope. Not enough. Okay, this is gonna be one of those holes where I asked the Lord why He invented someone that would make a hole like this. Can I just fast forward 45 seconds? Like
I believe in you. You got this, man. Aim for the one on the left. The one on the left.
That's what I've been doing. I've just been missing it.
Yes.
There-
Oh.
no, or hit it, or hitting like that, and like totally just. All right. Like it keeps putting me. It feels like it's taunting me. Like I feel it's. I feel personally attacked. By
I don't
the
know
hole,
what you're
just like I
you're,
did the 18th hole.
what you're not doing that
you
I
made
did
it look
do.
so easy, dude. Whatever you did, it looked so. I was like, oh yeah, I got this. Nope.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. There
Nice.
we go. Okay.
Come on.
All right,
You
all
got
right.
this. Aim. Fire. Aim and fire. Hurry.
No!
No.
I missed it 2 ways.
That
Oh
was so
my
close.
I am now 20 strokes behind.
It's okay.
Blind shot. Here we go. Here we go.
Samesies.
Oh!
I thought
just
that I had
somehow-
aced that for a second on accident.
I did too. I was like, oh, I got this. Nope. Oh, nope. Okay. All right, settle. There you go. All right. Oh, come on.
Okay, simmer. No. Okay. We're laying this up, chat.
Man.
We're just going to lay this
All
up.
right, here we go.
There it is.
Yep.
Now we can give this a little, not mustard. We can just give that a mustard seed.
Little mayo. Ah, there. Okay, all right.
Nice shot. There you go. Man.
There it is. All right. Hey, I made up a stroke.
There
I'm
it
now
is.
only
There it is.
19
Only 19
strokes
now. You're
behind.
fine. I'm telling you.
Hey, it seems insurmountable. It can be mounted. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. There's 2 loop-de-loops there, and if you hit it too hard, you fly off. Looks like you did all right, though.
Simmer. Looks like I could hear
Nope.
the bitterness in your voice. Looks like you did all right, though.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to look out for my brother, and nope, and he was already gone. So okay. How did you made that again? You made it so easy. Like here, I can't even get around the first turn.
You got this, man.
my. Can we play FIFA next time?
Can we play FIFA next time? That would only be fair because I do not sports game in any way, shape, or form. On top of that, I also don't soccer. And so,
Oh,
like,
well,
there, it would be nothing for me. I would have no idea, like, anything. I'd be like,
And I
this
would
guy's
be
the
able-
kicker. This guy's the goalie. I know that one. This guy's the chaser. And this one, which one catches the golden snitch?
see, I would be okay with that. After what's happening right now, I would be completely okay.
I
with
almost
you
did a
not
spit
knowing.
take on that. I'd be fine with that. I'm good with it.
Because what's happening right now is making me question so many things about my gaming. Yeah, I think it's
Oh no,
like,
it's okay.
like,
It's okay.
like,
Simmer
you know,
down.
you
Just
you
simmer
play
down.
like
Nope.
you
never
play games long enough. You're like, I think I can do most games. Like,
Right,
you're like,
right.
I
can just pick up on
like,
it.
I can figure this out. right now, I am realizing I cannot figure this out. Let's see. All right, all right.
There we go.
I'm going the long. I'm going the long way around
That's
here.
2. Let's make this
Yeah,
jump, chat.
all right.
Let's go! No, 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 no!
Did you fall off? I don't.
Yes, I did. Oh no, and it was
Let's
on
see,
the fairway too, just way behind on the fairway. No,
no.
I wasted all my hard work. That's
We went
terrible.
I didn't even see this part of the course. I'm like, I don't even know where you are.
Oh man.
This
is so bad.
This is where I sit back, I drink my acai berry
There you go.
Neo water,
And you laugh.
and say, "Yep."
It's all right. I got 30 seconds. There's plenty of time to sink this. Watch this long putt, chat. Watch this long putt. Y'all ready for this?
Here we go. Here it is.
Going
in, going
oh,
in.
no! I thought I had that. I was about to be so happy with myself for calling it.
Look, it looked good. Does your ball have a hat on? Is that what
Yes,
that
it's a
is?
pie with eyes.
Nice, very nice, very nice.
You know, like you do.
Yeah, obviously, absolute normal gaming thing.
100%. After I played with
All right,
Kate, I unlocked it's like, oh, here's a bunch of like cosmetic stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Now my guy has a pie with eyes on it. All right, here
Okay,
we go.
yep.
Okay.
All right.
How are you rolling?
Mhm.
What is it?
Dude, I'm not doing.
Oh, you're
I
not
don't-
jumping.
think
I
you just let it
see.
go. No, yeah. I'm just.
Oh,
just hanging
dang
out.
it.
Just.
I think I should have kept jumping
jump
because
out?
there was a point in there in which I think you could have jumped onto the green by accident.
Oh, yeah. Probably that would make sense. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Give that a little
Didn't get up.
sauce. A little bit of
Didn't get
sauce.
there. Didn't get there. I got there. There we go.
No,
gotta
I
think
hit it
this-
too hard.
Oh, no!
I knew at the moment I hit the button. I was like, that's going to be too hard, isn't it?
Oh! I took
There
some
we
off
go.
after watching you. And thought, like, I'm fine.
I got to say, though, I loved hearing you talk about expositional preaching, because I think that we're getting to an era where expositional is becoming more of the standard. But back in the 90s,
Yes.
like the 3-point topical sermon was so common.
And I was in. Oh well, I gotta hit it harder than that.
Yeah.
I was in student ministry for so long, and so like everything was just about like, how can we like do a thing on dating? How can we do a
Right.
thing on whatever? Da, da, da. And so like how like when I started like really say like there's like Bible says a lot of stuff. Like I know it answers these things, but somehow it answers them. Oh, it doesn't need me to like make them up. Like I just need to focus on seeing what the Bible says
Yeah.
and like let it really teach me, because I'm thinking the early church didn't have these topical sermons. Like they had these, oh my gosh. Twice in a row I
Oh,
went in the
come
water.
on. I had it and I bounced off the edge. Dang.
I'm timing this badly. I time it
And like it's good to
right
contextualize to modern times, but not
Yes.
I mean, of course, not to compromise to modern times, of course, but also to understand why the early church was doing what it did. Why did they say that women should be covering their heads at all times, and men or women should not should cover their heads, and men should not cover their heads specifically. Like, oh, well, this was the sign of
Yeah.
wealth and whatnot. And what they're really saying is don't try to show off your wealth, and then preach that. Understand the context of what you're preaching.
Well, and even understanding like why, why does Paul tell women to be silent? Like there's
Right.
there's a reason for that. That it's an education gap, and it's
Right.
a We both ran out of time.
Yes,
Wonderful.
we did. 14s. 14s. High
Yes.
five. Yeah.
Um,
Getting across that spinny thing was
like,
tough.
it
Yeah,
was
the education,
stupid.
exactly, the education gap. In fact,
Uh,
this whole thing of Paul telling women to be silent is actually a sign of how much Christianity had liberated women, because that would never even been a question
Yes.
in the church before that. You know, like there would have been no women need to remain silent because they weren't even allowed in the same area as the men in the synagogues. And so it just goes to show, like, no, what this really is an issue of, like, women had freedom for the first time in their lives, and
Yeah. And
What-
how do you take someone who is now living in that freedom and allow them to like be included in what's going on
right.
without being disruptive? It's so like a big piece of it as well is that Paul understands that he is having to he's preaching the gospel in a context.
Hmm.
Like he understands that like this is what's going to be accepted, this is what's not going to be accepted, this is how you need to act. It's we think so often just about church in the Western context, but like if we were doing church in Africa or in the Middle East, like there would be certain things that we would tell our wives or women in our fellowship that hey you have to do this because otherwise it's going to be detrimental.
Right.
And it's not an offense to them. It's not a yelling at them for being women. It's like, hey, this is the cultural context.
Exactly.
Whether it's right or wrong, like we need to understand, like, hey, this is where you're going to be best serving the church, and how you are going to be best served as by the church.
Crank it, my dude.
And doing it. No.
I mean, like near full speed. Crank it. Oh, never mind.
I ran out of time. Yeah. Yep. I didn't realize how tall that was. My word. I am being spanked like I stole from church. My dad was a pastor, which may or may not have happened one time.
Oh,
All of that.
all of that.
I was right in. All right. Let's see. All right. Mr. Sphinx.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Drained it. Okay, simmer. Okay, where are we going now? Are we going for like the opening above the temple there? Looks like it.
Okay.
Ah, okay. You don't want to full strength it.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Because you do get a little jet on the way up.
Right.
There. Oh, let's see. Boom. Roop. Okay. All right. So I guess we go for that crack.
That's what I'm doing. Yep, there it is. Okay, this is cool design, because not only have they introduced the inside of the pyramid, but now you can see there are like 3 other holes inside of the pyramid. Like, they've introduced the whole area. What a putt.
Oh,
Good job, me.
nice.
Pat myself on the back there.
Yeah, this nice level design here. It's actually brought you into. the
Yeah,
next
inside
hole
this pyramid is super cool. I like this.
bar.
But yeah, I think that our generation is one that's really trying to go back to the original cultural context of Scripture, and then like kind of get an original like what was being said at the time and how can we apply that to our lives. Where before this, the idea has been to read what Scripture says and apply that to our culture. And I think because of that, we've given Western interpretation to ancient Middle Eastern culture, and
Yes.
we've made some mistakes from it.
One of the things that I learned in Bible school that like really just changed a lot for me was like, hey, if the literal sense makes sense, just go with what it says. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to read something crazy spiritual into it. Also, it can't mean something now that it didn't mean then.
Right.
Like we don't get to say, well, like I know that he was probably talking, that like, hey, we shouldn't boil, a goat's, a baby
Or
goat
goat in its mother's milk.
Like, I know that's what it says, but what I really think that means is that you shouldn't be warming up your grape nuts in the microwave because, something crazy, like
Which, hey, you shouldn't be.
like,
Hey, chat, don't do that.
like, don't do that. Don't. But um, instead of saying like, oh, that was a pagan practice of Baal worship in the ancient Near East. So God was literally giving an instruction for his people to not worship in the way that, and like when I started learning stuff like that, I was like, I've been in church my whole life. Nobody once has made these really, really, really weird passages make sense. And yet, here we are. Like now, and I'm like, oh, now they actually do all of Scripture is God breathed, and all of it is useful. Like,
Yep.
which is what Scripture always said. Like
Right.
it said of itself. I never really saw or believed, and now I'm like, oh yeah, totally get that. Totally see how that is useful and wonderful and beautiful. Then even seeing like a lot of when I started learning about what are called chiasms, where it was a ancient writing tool where essentially authors would like use kind of like an arrow. So you would have these lines that mirrored. So like lines 6 and 8 would mirror each other, or sorry, 1 and 8 would mirror each other, and then 2 and 7, and then 3 and 6, and then all of a sudden you would get to the middle and like here's actually what the whole passage is about, and then they would mirror out, and like I was like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Now you really see what the gist of the of this passage is, or what this verse is about, and like there's just so many beautiful parts of Scripture that I didn't know until I started like paying attention to original language and original context, and like the Bible was so much more beautiful to me. It was so much more meaningful. Wasn't full of just crazy weird things. It was full of beautiful, useful knowledge about Jesus, who I genuinely loved and wanted to follow, but sometimes couldn't really make sense throughout all of Scripture.
Right. It
and
helps
then
contextualize,
Yes. And so like actually now our church, the way that I'm kind of leading us through our sermon series right now, we're working through the book of John, which is my favorite book. This is my first time as lead pastor, so it's the first time as me taking all of our texts and putting all that stuff. Dude, that was so close. That was so close. But doing it all on my own. And so I picked a book that I love, and that's fairly straightforward in some of it, but it's a book that's so full of like just allusions to the Old Testament and to other books, and other things that's going on. I really like, man, you know what I would love to do? I would love to try to explain how all of this works together. So we went through the first 3 chapters of John, and then we went through the first 3 chapters of Genesis, and I worked to show how all these ideas, especially John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and kind of showing Jesus from the beginning of creation. And so like we're working to show that the Bible tells one story, and how all of these things fit together, and how Jesus was the plan from day one, and how these ideas of sacrifice and substitutionary atonement and all of those things were always the plan of God the Father. And
from the moment that Adam and Eve needed animal skins to be covered, Like right then and there, how do you get animal skins? You got to kill an animal first. Like the first sacrifice is right there in Genesis after the first sin.
And to cover shame, right?
Yeah.
Like, and the you know, like that, like there's just so many things that, like, when you look at scripture as a whole, it's beautiful. And you know, there's so many things that are like told about in scripture that, like, especially in the gospels, like they're referring to all these people and places and things, and like they were writing to an audience that understood all of that. But people come into, you know, to Christianity, especially in the Pacific Northwest, with like no idea about any of those people, and so they're so lost and so confused. And so instead of just kind of spending a minute describing it, I was like, what if we just went in and spent whole weeks showing all the connections? What if we spent all of the time? And so, like, it'll take us probably a year and a half to get through John, because
Yeah.
like during Advent we're gonna go in Isaiah, and so we'll be in Isaiah in the messianic prophecies in Isaiah all throughout Advent. When Jesus is praying in John 16 at the Last Supper, we're going to go in the Psalms and we're going to talk through prayer, what prayer looks like, and what a prayer of lament, what a prayer of confession, what a prayer of rejoicing is. You know, we're gonna do these little stops along the way, hoping that people who don't know Jesus are able to connect with us and with what we've been teaching the whole time, and not just like smile and nod and say, "Oh yeah, I totally get it," like you know, like we all used to do in school. You know, like, "Oh yeah, totally get that."
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's important, more important for us to understand this.
well, hey, tell the chat and tell us a little bit more about yourself, man. You have a daughter, kind of making noise in the background there for a while. Married. What kind of?
Yes.
Like, tell us about yourself. Tell us about the nerd stuff that you're into. Let us know more about Steven.
Yeah. So I'm a weird nerd hybrid. I have been a jock my whole life. I played college soccer and college football. I still coach soccer right now. I actually am waiting back for a call from a college that I interviewed with this last week, and I'm hoping to add another job onto my resume.
Nice.
Coaching the goalkeepers for the women's team for a university near Olympia. We're just excited about that. I coach at a high school in town as well, Cascade Christian High School in Puyallup, Washington, just south of us. Anyway, I still play. I play a couple times a week. I love to watch just about any sport that there is. And I'm trying to get into not Australian rules football, Gaelic rules football right now.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a cool. So, you know, what a lot of us Americans don't know is that soccer, American football, rugby, you know, all of those things, all are the same game.
Right.
All have these roots. You know, Gaelic rules football, Australian rules football, all of it. And so it's really interesting to see just slight differences in all of these games. Still use the same kind of ideas. You know, a lot of the same. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah,
I
it was.
thought you got that one. I really got intrigued with Gaelic rules football because it's a little more contact. So it was kind of it wasn't quite rugby, but it was more football and soccer together. I'm really into all sorts of sports, including the nerd parts of sports, like fantasy. I play in like way too many to count fantasy leagues, including like dynasty leagues, where like we just had like a 30-round draft to start this new dynasty league, where you're having to pick guys that you'll be stuck with for years.
Yeah.
So, you know, choosing young guys over more established guys and all this stuff. I've been playing with the same group of guys for over 10 years now. It's been really, really cool. But in more traditional nerd type things, I am a DM for a D&D group that is like one of my best friends, and it was his girlfriend until we had to change times. Unfortunately, she didn't work with her work schedule anymore. But it's my wife, my brother, one of my brothers, and his wife, and then I guess two more of my brothers, and then a member of our church who we met him and his wife, and we got to talking about D&D, and he was like, "Wait, you guys play?" So he joined our game, and
I love it.
I'm writing a campaign. I wrote the campaign based on the Cleric Quintet by R.A. Salvatore. R.A. Salvatore is one of my favorite authors.
With oh dang it, what's
Catterley Bonaduce.
Catterley Bonaduce, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, those are good.
So it's a really good story. It's really deep, and it's 5 books as well. So like, okay, that's too. Oh well, it got me where I needed to go. Okay, it's a lot. It's gonna be a long campaign. But it's fun. The most fun part about it is that like I get to make these characters come alive. That I've just read. I've read, and so like I'm being as faithful because I love Salvatore and I love his writing, and I've been reading the Drizzt series since high school. I want to honor those, but there's also like some personality things about some characters that I'm like, I think they would have been better if they were like this. And so I'm kind of rewriting some characters that I'm like, oh, I love this character, but I just wish they would have made this choice or that choice. And so, and I'm getting all of my brothers and my friends to fall in love with these characters that I fell in love with years ago. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I'm also sucking it up on this hole. Like we've been really competitive until this hole.
Yeah.
But I love oh my gosh, I love RPGs. The Mass Effect series was my favorite games for a long time. I love Dragon Age. All 3 of those games. Super pumped for the next one, the newest one coming out in a couple years. My favorite games to play are tactical RPGs. Started with Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
Which was just such a fun game, and so I loved that. But then went to the Fire Emblem games, which I absolutely adore. I actually just pulled out my Switch because they're all on Switch right now. Pulled out my Switch and realized I hadn't played one of the games that's on my Switch that I got specifically. So Fire Emblem Warriors, I think, is the name of the game. It's a like Dynasty Warriors Fire Emblem crossover.
Oh, yeah. They did Hyrule Warriors too.
So,
yeah,
they did. So I love the idea of building a team. XCOM is one of my favorite games. That's by Firaxis. They just came out with a new X-Men / Marvel game called Midnight Suns that I've been playing a lot. And I love it. I got the season pass, and somehow am absolutely incapable of doing this.
I think you got to jump on the sandwich. That's what I did. The sandwich that's right next to you.
Yeah, but it won't let me do it now. So I'm like, okay, there it is. Hey,
you did it.
Pinball around enough and you'll get it in. But I love the idea of like building a team and like taking a team into battle and using their different strategies. The XCOM games were infuriating. I don't know if you ever played them, but
I know them,
spent all this
but
time leveling.
I didn't play them because I know them.
Yes, leveling these guys up, and then if they die in a battle, they just die.
They're done. They're done.
They're
So
just
yeah.
gone. They're gone. And you're like, so you're telling me that I had to now take all these level ones into the final battle? Like, so, man, but I sure I love all that stuff. I'm a big reader. Ooh, I just went right into fire. I,
That seemed like a
I
hot
read,
place.
yes, a place I shouldn't have gone, but somehow did anyway. Um, love the R.A. Salvatore Trizit series, like I said. Also been just recently introduced to the Mistborn, Brian Sanderson novels, which I think are really great. I actually am reading the last one that came out just like in August. And it's
Nice.
called Lost Metal. Really good series, really interesting. The way that he invented magic in that series, I think, is really interesting. It's a really interesting take. And then what he really does, he takes it from the fantasy world of swords and bows and arrows and all that stuff. Then he says, hey, these things last hundreds of years. No one ever advances in technology. So what would it look like if technology actually advanced? And so the first series is all primitive technology, and then in the second series, they start to have electricity and trains and
Oh, interesting.
so it's basically kind of set in like a late 1800s kind of world,
Yeah.
but with all of the magic and all of the stuff that you fell in love with. So it's like how does the world reconcile that magic exists while electricity also exists and steam engines exist, and like, so it's really cool because it's the same world with the same lore, and just technology has developed like it would in real life,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's such a brilliant question. Like, what does the world look like if technology advances like it actually does?
Have you
Been
read
very cool to read. And
the Dresden Files at all?
no, I haven't. I've heard. Oh my gosh, how did I miss that? I've heard of them. I have not. I have not read them.
They're very, very good. It's much more like noir, but it's like low fantasy noir. He is a detective, and he is out there solving crimes. But he's not just a detective; he's also a wizard. And it's modern times, so it's the 2020s, and it's him trying to solve like all these mystical problems. Wow, it's a part 5. Okay, there's a lot going on here. It's him trying to solve all of these modern problems, but they're all still like werewolves and vampires and things like that too. So it's really good.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. I'll have to check those out because
Yeah.
I'm almost done with the Lost Metal here, and we'll need something else to read. My wife is a big Harry Potter fan. She's been playing through Legacy lately. She beat it.
Nice.
And then now is doing all the other stuff. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. But I've never actually read Harry Potter. I kind of watched the movies, but like it wasn't allowed in my household because we were a good Christian household, and Harry Potter was witchcraft. So we one of my brothers discovered it later in life, and became obsessed. Like he went from like never having read a book to like making and selling wands on Etsy like in a month.
I love it. I love it.
It was ridiculous.
I've read them like 10
he's
times.
All about it. Yes, my wife has read them and loves them. So I think at some point I should read them because my wife wants my daughter to read them too. So she wants us all to love it. I'm like, okay, well, I'll love the things that you love. I guess if I have to.
If I have to.
We have like we have all of them, and then we have the she has like the illustrated versions
cool.
that are coming out like slowly, And so those are probably the ones that we'll introduce to Sparrow first.
Yeah.
Is those illustrated ones. And yeah, they're really beautiful. Like I remember which one of them just came out, so I got it for Christmas. Knew she was collecting them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I'm truly into anything nerd, dude. Like I just love, I really love high fantasy stuff. I'm always a dwarf. I play, I've got like 10 or 12 max level characters on World of Warcraft.
Oh, really? Wow.
Started playing WoW in 2006 when it was extremely difficult to play. Like it was maybe the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I remember playing like I'm putting like hundreds of hours into it and being like level 11 or something like that. I'm thinking like, what am I doing? Like this is the biggest waste of time. But every time an expansion came out, I was like, well, I gotta get the expansion. Like,
I have to do it now.
And so yeah, I used to play. There used to be a group of us that would every expansion come back out of retirement, and we'd rule. We're big into arena, and so we would get to, I've got stupid amount of mounts and armor and stuff that are from finishing in the top 5% of arena for this season. And oh, well done.
Thank you.
We definitely we never really actually, what's funny is like everyone else was doing would get onto the expansions for all the end game and all the new content and all that stuff, and like we would play through those things,
right?
We enjoyed those, but we never really like got into the raids and stuff like that. We were always PvP. Like that was all we did. In fact, at one point we had a guild that all we did was raid towns of the other faction. So like we had a big long list of towns that we held for more than like 15 minutes, because we would just go into these low level towns and we'd kill everything and everybody, and then we'd hold it. And we, if we could hold it as, because
this is the gold
system.
Yeah.
Yep. It tells everybody, oh, hey, there's enemies in whatever town, and we'd be like, yep, that's us. And send your best and baddest, and we will take them down.
Give us the best you got.
It was so much fun. The most fun I think was when I was a paladin, because the other guys I was playing with were all either like druids or rogues or night elves, so they could all stealth.
Oh yeah.
So what would happen is I would sit in the middle of the town. They would all be stealth. So all these guys are coming in running. So I'm like running around acting like I don't know, like, oh no, and I had to lure them into a trap, and then all of a sudden, like all of these 10 guys jump out of nowhere and killing everybody.
I love that.
Dude, it was so much fun, because there was I don't remember what the spell what is called now, but we used to call it bubble. So basically a paladin can go into an invulnerable shell for 5 seconds,
right,
like that.
Right.
And then they have this super overpowered at the time spell called Lay on Hands that would heal you completely. So I would just let them come, and everyone's popping all their biggest spells and all this stuff, and then I would bubble, I would lay on hands, and then all these guys would come out of nowhere. Dude, it was the most fun. It was probably the most fun gaming experience I've ever had, because just no one expected it.
Right.
We're in like Stranglethorn Vale, like a level 3 area or something like that, and just a bunch of level 90s or whatever it was at the time. It's so much fun, dude.
They're just jumping in and being the bait, and then bringing everybody in. That's hilarious.
Yep. Just come kill me, guys. You think it's gonna be easy? Because I would try to sell it to you, like I'm running and I'm like casting spell, like I'm doing everything I can to like make them think I'm panicked.
Right.
Really, I'm just like, just wait till
Come closer.
use,
Little closer.
use everything you can, pop all of your spells, and suck it. Like, oh man, good stuff.
That's awesome. Man, I played WoW 100 years ago. I got into it when Burning Crusade dropped, if that tells you how long ago this was.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, and I played for a long time, but I was one of those guys who, like, I would get off work and I'd come home and I'd want to play WoW. And this was my first year of marriage. And so I played a lot of WoW. And at one point, my entire computer just fried. Hard drive, everything just fried. Had to do a complete system reboot and everything. And I was like, I am going to not install WoW. This is the conscious choice that I am making to not install World of Warcraft. And that I haven't played since then. No, where are you taking me? Really? Back here? That was terrible.
Oh, no. It's I've been lucky enough to be able to go away from it. Mainly, it's when because it's not a game that I like playing by myself. So it's whenever the guys would get tired of it or have a kid or get married or whatever, like it was like, okay, it's time for me to quit.
Yeah.
And so, no, don't take me back.
Get up there. Oh. Yeah, it takes you all the way back to the beginning, and it's the worst.
I had been hanging out on the landing over there, but nope. Let's see. Oh, instead.
I think the landing.
Nope.
There you go. Nice. Nice. Slow down. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Let him play.
Over here. Oh, no.
There you go. There you go.
All right. There we go. All right.
You got this.
We'll get two. And
no. I thought you had that.
That was it was exactly as I had envisioned it.
Right.
Until wasn't. Out of time. Wonderful.
Dang. These days, the game that has kind of like captured me is Marvel Snap. Because, at night.
I've seen so many guys.
Go ahead.
But I've never played it. Like I've seen so many people so into that game. I don't know anything about it.
It's a strategy card game. It's like a TCG, like Magic the Gathering or whatever else.
Yep.
But oh boy, this is a terrible spot. What's gonna happen if I shoot straight for this rock? Okay, cool. But decks are very small, 12 cards, and games are very short, 3 to 5 minutes, and that's about it. And so you get all the joy of building a deck, seeing your strategies work out, hitting that great combo or getting the exact right pull at the exact right time. But you don't have to spend that much money at all. You don't have to spend any money at all. And how much power do I give this? I'm going to do that. And it doesn't consume a ton of your time. It just real basic, real simple. So because of that, though, I'm always telling myself, you know what? I could squeeze in a game of Marvel Snap right now. I'm in line at a place. I could squeeze in a game of Marvel Snap while I'm in line. We're watching TV. I can also play Marvel Snap while we're watching TV, things like that. And so I end up playing like 10 hours of Marvel Snap a week.
Yep. Jeez, I could not get up. I got up to the top and came right back down.
Yeah, that's like right when I finished was right when you were falling all the way back down. Was like, oh no.
At that point, I was like, well, let's just act like we're
Nope,
okay here.
not that one, not the thing I just did. So
I'm
I wasn't going to say
emotionally
anything until afterward, but now it's not going to happen, so I'll say it. But I was under par for a lot of this, and I have never been under par in this game before, and it was weird, and I didn't know what to
Nice.
do about that. But
Don't
now I'm
worry,
no
you
longer
fixed that
under
for
par,
yourself.
and that feels way more comfortable.
Yep. Well, you know. Luckily, you don't have to deal with the agony of success. You know.
I'm glad that you've been freed from that.
Now you can just be like us mortals.
No.
Hey, I got up there.
I should probably just lay up, huh?
Wait, is this up? Yes.
All right.
29 strokes on a par 6.
You're going to beat me,
Yeah.
though.
You have to do.
Come on. No, don't go back down the hill.
Oh man, it was perfect.
All right,
Perfect
it's all right.
shot too.
Okay, a little less power. Going with that and that.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
Oh, man. Had the right aim, though. I can be happy with that.
You did. You were,
It's good
you were
aim.
right
Good
there.
aim right there.
And jumping over the hole slowed it up just enough.
Ju- Okay, we only got a few minutes left, so let's do. There's some like really wild courses that just get real bonkers. Let's do one of those, and we'll only get to play a few holes of it. But while we're doing that, tell us about like what kind of stuff does your church have? What sort of like you guys small groups? Do you guys do any nerd events, anything like that? Like what kind of stuff do you guys do?
Yeah, so we right now are just really working on figuring out who we are, what as a church. So like we have a pretty, like I said, pretty clear vision and mission. But what I think is really cool is we've chosen. We know that like especially in today's climate, if a church isn't serving its community, then it's not really doing its job,
Yep.
and people aren't really paying attention to it. So we serve in the foster care space.
That's
that was where
awesome.
we feel like God has called us and gifted us, and so we partner with an organization called Olive Crest, a great organization that licenses foster families in the area, all over actually the West Coast, and we got to host their Easter event. So we had about 150 people at this Easter event, where they just invited their families to come and be loved, and some Easter baskets that other churches had designed and filled for them, and got to do an Easter egg hunt, and just man, it was just a super cool moment for me as a pastor to say like, oh, like this is actually what I want. Like I want for our church to be serving the least of these, and that's what we got to do. It was super cool. We're trying to do what's called a hole in one on that.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that.
We're trying to set up a thing called a care community. A care community is what Olive Crest does to. Oh, jeez! Hey, if you hit the thing in the middle, it explodes.
Oh, don't hit the thing in the middle. Got it. I was literally aiming for it.
Nope, don't do that. I just found that out. But care communities are groups of people who surround a foster family for about a year. They like give them a meal a week, and jeez.
Oh, I like your dinosaur skull, by the way. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just earned that one, so I was pretty happy with it. But we surround them for a year and just really kind of serve them whatever it is that they can that they need. One meal a week, childcare, yard work, just different things like that the family might need. So that's our real big focus is our how can we love our community, but we do things for us as well to build some community. So
Oh,
we
hold A to jetpack, by the way.
okay, yeah, I just saw that at the end. Okay, oh
Dang it.
yes, um, we do game nights. We should have scheduled one um, this month, but I failed to do so. But where like we just get together and play either like party games or board games. We're working on getting hikes together as the weather is starting to be more amenable. You're living in the Pacific Northwest, that it
Oh,
is
yeah.
still cold as crap around here and raining and all of those wonderful things. So we want to go hiking together. We're trying to kind of get a camping trip together, but we are really open. We want to just be doing life together. Like our one of the couples wants to come out and watch me play soccer sometimes because they love soccer and they're like, oh, that'd be a really cool thing to do. Like we are just truly about trying to build a community. A lot of the people in our church, including us, don't have family around here, don't have art from here, and so we've been working on like how do we be family for each other? Like how do we really be there and fill in? So like this week, actually, not this week, the end of this month, we are having a baby dedication. So my child, we actually another couple, their son was born the same day as my daughter. So that's really cool. And then another couple had a child right before launch. They were on our launch team, and so like we get to just be each other's family and like dedicate to raising these kids together to know Jesus. And so we want to find ways to engage everyone that comes. And we have a wide age range,
Hmm.
from a young family that's in their 20s all the way to people that are in their 70s and 80s. And so like it is a cool thing to experience. It does make it hard, like for me as pastor, because I'm like, well, I don't know how to take care of everybody. Like I don't know how to do an event that will serve toddlers and 80-year-olds. Like I just
Right.
it's one of those like fun things that we get to explore and figure out. And so I don't see any of it as bad. I see all of it as like such a cool opportunity to be the church and to love people and to figure out how to serve who God sends us. And this is the weirdest course I
Yes,
have
I don't
ever
even know
seen. Oh
how to
my
do anything here. I keep missing
no,
that dumb jetpack. I keep hitting it too hard. Hit it softer, me. Softer.
I'm going down. I'm just going the down route. But yeah, we so like as far as like serving our nerdy brothers and sisters, like we want to do more game nights. Our building, one of the things that I didn't expect to have a building. Most people
Hmm.
don't have buildings when they start out.
Mm-hmm.
We replanted a church, so we got that blessing of having a building. The fact that it's empty most of the time drives me insane, and so I want to fill it with whatever. With want to if we want to do game nights there, we got two big old 75-inch screens. We can throw some video games up there, like if we want to hold a D&D game there weekly, or
Yeah.
have an AA meeting, or like whatever. Like I've given our building over to the community and said like, hey, wherever, whatever you guys need from us or want from us, it's open. It's a yes for us. It's not our building; it's God's building.
Hmm.
And so, as long as we're stewarding it well, not going to get trashed and all of that, we're gonna use it, and we're gonna use it to serve our community. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
we are currently the Olive Crest, that the foster licensing agency, is planning on using our kids area for visitations for foster kids with their families, and we are a church that wants to say yes. We don't do a ton. That's one thing that I kind of defend. I don't want people. I grew up in churches where like there was stuff going on, 8 days a week,
Yeah.
and I was the pastor's kid, so I always had to be there,
Right.
and
Right.
and people always felt like they had to be there doing stuff. So one of the things that I am very clear about is like, hey, I, I may not schedule a ton of stuff for us. Like, we're not going to have an event every week, and we're not going to have 17 things going on.
Oh,
But that doesn't mean I don't want us to be doing those things.
yeah.
Like, I want us to have more grassroots, organic things happening, because like then if you say no, you can just say no, because you're not saying no to the pastor, right? It's not like
Right.
like you have this added pressure of like, oh well, Stephen wants to do it, so we have to do it. And I'm like, no, we don't. Like, I didn't plan this. It gets people. What were you saying, love? Oh, I see over.
No.
Yeah, that it also it gives space for people to truly be around others that don't know Jesus. Like, if you're so busy doing church stuff, which is not bad. Church stuff is not bad. If you're so busy, all of the Bible studies and all of this and all of that, that you're never around people who don't know Jesus, how can you accomplish the Great Commission?
Absolutely, yes.
The answer is you can't. So we're just looking to equip people to do the Great Commission, and you can't do the Great Commission inside the walls of your church, because those people ideally are already belong to God.
Right.
So what can we do? How can we empower people? Is we can tell them, hey, you have space and time to be around lost people. You have time to run a D&D game. You have time to do whatever it is that you want to do, that will keep you accomplishing the Great Commission the way that God designed you to be.
Well, and that's something that I think a lot of churches forget. Like, the church's goal, and rightfully so, is very often to disciple the people who choose to come. And so we have Bible studies, we have potlucks, we have all this stuff that brings our community together. But what often gets overlooked is this idea of how do we grow this community, though? Like, what do we do to bring the unchurched here? How do we, like, we can't just have flyers that are sent out, or social media posts. What are we doing to engage the lost? And that's absolutely something that it sounds cool that you guys like really focused on with that.
We also and this has been hard for a lot of our people, including my wife, who leads our communication and leads our children's stuff. But like I don't want us announcing a bunch of stuff or putting a bunch of stuff in our email. Like, I want it to be pretty clear and pretty easy to read. And so the stuff that we put energy into, the stuff we put energy into promoting is stuff that you can invite your unsaved friends to.
I love it.
So like I will have prayer meetings or Bible studies or whatever. We'll do those things, but we're not necessarily promoting them. Like, those aren't what we're announcing on Sunday or what we're putting in our email, because we can't invite lost people to them. We need them. We need to be building community. We need to be praying. We need to be studying our Bible. All of those things.
Right.
But the stuff that we're going to put energy into, the stuff that we're going to design graphics for and do all those things, they're going to be things that your unsaved friends can come to, so that everyone's very clear. Like, hey, we are a church for we exist for those people,
Right.
people who don't know Jesus yet, so that they can come to know Jesus. And so we're going to put our money where our mouth is in everything that we do, which is hard. It means, that, so there's a women's Bible study that hopefully will happen soon. And we aren't promoting it like in via our email and our Sunday mornings. We're doing it via text message and making it try to be like how would you normally put a party together, or how would you normally put a group of people together? You would create a group text, or you would do whatever. That is very different from what most people are looking for at church, which is okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're right. I'm just saying this is how we feel God's leading us. But I think it creates so much. It's so cool because I get to talk about that every time. So it's like, hey, why didn't we announce this? I'm like, totally great that you asked. Is it easy to invite a lost person to a prayer meeting? No, because it's weird. It's a bunch of people in a room talking to someone they can't see. That's not a great space for someone who doesn't know about Jesus to come into. At night, great space for someone that doesn't know Jesus to come into. A hike, great space for someone who doesn't know Jesus to come into. Those sorts of things. Even our Sunday services, those are great spaces for people to come into. Let's get them into those spaces, and let's put our time and effort and energy into those things, and then we'll hopefully see fruit of that. That's the hope. I could be totally wrong. I could be messing all of this up.
Well, I mean, one of the things my church does that I really, really appreciate is, of course, we do, Easter services and Christmas services, and we like to, put on a production or whatever else, do fancy, nice stuff. But the holiday that we really commit to and put like budget and finances into is Halloween. We have a harvest carnival at our church that is a community open, absolutely free carnival where our congregants have games that we put on. We rent this huge bounce house. We do trunk or treat. There'll be like 30 cars in the parking lot that kids can just walk up and get candy from. And like we get thousands of people who come through to this place because our goal is, we think that should be the key part of community is, oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay. Is finding things that serve the community, not putting on a production or a show or whatever,
Yep.
So
100%. We do a Christmas Eve service because most people don't have anything going on Christmas Eve.
Right.
And we this was our first year that we did it. We actually did it before we launched, but we said, hey, what would it look like to throw a community Christmas party? So we did a Christmas party, and unfortunately there was an ice storm that day.
Oh no!
So it did not go in the way that we had hoped. But that's kind of the model that we're going to do. So we're going to throw this big community Christmas party, and then we will have a service on the back end and say, hey, if you guys want to stay, you don't have to. The party part is over, but we'd love for you to come and be a part of celebrating what we think Christmas is really all about. And then we actually this is real scandalous for some people. We take off the 2 weeks, so from Christmas Eve through the weekend around New Year's. We're off. We don't do anything.
Wow.
I have a small group. We don't have church. We just say, hey, this is a time that you as volunteers can go be with your family and not feel like you're letting your church down. Cool. I need a break. I want to go see my family sometimes as the pastor. I grew up in a ministry family, and most of my family is still in ministry, and they kill themselves all holidays, and then the New Year starts, and then you got all this New Year stuff, and everyone is just beat. So I said I didn't want that for my family. I don't want that for my church. I want that for our volunteers. Does it mean that we'll miss some guests on like a Christmas Eve or a Christmas service? Yeah, they probably weren't going to come back. Churches don't often grow from those holidays.
Right,
They grow
right.
that day, and that's about it. Because people's families come in town or whatever. So I would rather the people that God has given me to relax and to breathe and rest. And I think we forget that Sabbath rest is part of worship too. And so we do that when
I love
all my church planter buddies are like, hey, like, what do your people think? I was like, I don't really care, because I
that.
think they need to learn to take care of themselves. So
Well, Stephen, we want to respect your time. It's 3:00. Thank you so
man,
much for being here. One more time, tell everybody where they can find you. What's the next event that you have coming up? And of course, like the name and location of your church.
yeah, so we are the Point Church at Federal Way. The Point has an E on the end, so if you're looking, that's important. The website is the Point FW for Federal Way, thepointfw.com. You can find our service times, 5 p.m. on Sundays there, every Wednesday at 6 if you want the address for where our small groups meet. It's at a house, so I don't just post that on the internet. You can reach out through the website, and you can find out from us. You can also listen to our podcast. We're on Apple, Google, and Spotify. If you would like to hear some of the sermons, that's what we put up there. And you can listen to kind of how we talk about Jesus. We don't have any big events until June, but in June we're gonna have a couple block parties. We're just
Oh, very cool.
we're gonna have one at my house. We're gonna have one at the church. We're looking for one other person's house to have them. We're just going to invite our neighbors to come meet us. It's not even like a necessarily evangelism event. It's a get to know the people that live closest to us. Because a question was posed to me in one of my residencies. Hey, what if Jesus called us to love our actual neighbors?
Mm-hmm.
Like what if when he said love your neighbor, what if he meant like actual physical,
The person that lives
that
next
lives
door.
next to you? Because they're the closest to you every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be the first to admit that I'm terrible about knowing my neighbors. So we're going to use that to find out who they are and to just cook for them and have fun. So those are coming up the 17th and 20th of June. But yeah, we'd love to have any of you guys out. I would love, even if you're maybe church isn't your thing, maybe showing up to a service is not how you feel comfortable. You can email me from the website, and I'll buy you coffee, I'll buy you lunch.
Heck yeah.
Whatever you want to do. I want you to discover that Jesus of Nazareth is the absolute best person you could follow and model your life after. And I believe that, and I'd love to show you why he's worth following.
I love that. Well, thank you again, Stephen, for being here. One more time, guys, that's the Point Church at Federal Way in Federal Way, Washington. If that's not where you are, if you're not near that area, remember that Save Point, our website, we have a way for you to be able to just click on something and fill out a form that says, hey, I'm looking for a nerd-friendly church in my area. You just let us know the city you're in. You don't have to fully dox yourself or anything. You don't need your full address. But we'll do that legwork for you. We'll start contacting churches in your area. We'll make sure that we can find a place where you're going to be welcome and loved and accepted for your nerdy hobbies and introduced to Jesus and who he is. There's a link in the chat now. You can just click that link and fill out that form. Thank you again for all of you for being here. We love that each and every one of you were here today, but please always remember that there is a church out there that would love it if you were there. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.